This week, I want to talk about this condemned 200,000 square foot warehouse. It is literally falling down, as you can see behind me. How do we take something like this and turn it into a revenue generating stream for Edison Motors? We got a plan together, how we're going to deal with it. We just want to deal with this thing before the snow falls. All right, so we got some cool updates on this part of the property here, mainly this building. We're gonna have to tear it down. We met with some of the demolition guys over the last couple days and going through a plan for that. We tried to save it. I really wanted to save it. I wish we could, but it's just condemned. The engineering firms we brought in said, no, it's gotta be demolished. It's gonna cost way more to fix it than it would be to rebuild it. So we met with the demolition company. That's gonna be the plan this winter, eh?
Yeah, it's not safe to be in there anymore, so our only option really is to bring it down. We're looking forward to doing that hopefully this winter. There's also brown swallows that live in there in the summertime, so we only have a short window to take it down.
Environment Canada sent armed police officers to our property to make sure that we were not disturbing that thing during any of the migratory bird season. So we have this winter over 4 months to get this building down. And the other update we are standing on here, one of the big advantages when we bought this property was the possibility of getting the rail spur reactivated. So we met with a couple of contractors this morning and we think we got a plan in place to get this rail spur reactivated, eh?
Yeah, it's a really good opportunity for Edison to have another stream of income and utilize that rail spur as Edison grows to be bringing our frame rails in on rail and all of our bulk parts and drive the cost down.
Yep, we can bring in our bulk parts, frame rails, our parts. We can ship trucks out of here. And what I think is really important as far as a business goes is we can generate a revenue source. Now, we've talked with a few people about transload facilities. There's some miners, other people reload, log yard, rail poles. Having access to that is absolutely fantastic. Right here, this is the Canadian Pacific Main Line and their siding. The switch was taken out and we've got to reconnect it. So that's one of the things we were talking about with the contractors today. We'll get a switch put back in, we'll reconnect the rail right here, and once it's on here, this is all rail that's on our property. We own this. We've got switch gear right here, so we can have a couple of different lines running in there. This basically, as you move this, these arms move over and they shift the rail car. So if you put it one way, the trains will go one way and the other way. And then you can see here, these lines go right into that shop. So after we get this shop taken down, we're gonna have a big flat concrete pad with rail lines running through it. The value in that is crazy.
Yeah, there's opportunities for reload. This is the main CP lines. So, you know, there's mines that need storage yards. There's commodities that we can bring from across Canada here that is a lot cheaper than trucking it. So there's a lot of business cases for having a rail spur off a main line.
Like Travis has got a debarker to make hydro poles. So you could bring the log reload yard right there, can make the hydro poles, reload them on the train, send them hydro poles across North America. There's mines in the area that want to reload. There's commodities to reload, and like, it's a no-brainer. We can load the trucks up, ship the trucks, ship things in, generate revenue. Spencer can handle the trans reload and
we'll help get it going and it'll be good.
Spencer likes trains so much that right here he decided to move his house next to it.
This is the only place with power and water, and it looks like we're sticking around for the winter, so we fixed up this area and we're gonna move camp here for the winter.
And honestly, it looks pretty good. And like, okay, so having a kid, pretty sure kids sleep really well directly next to train tracks.
This pump house already has 100 amp service and water. You might remember that Matt just put a water softener in here. So we figured we'd make use of it and build a deck inside and we'll have a sink and a washer dryer in here, and it's a good building to use for the winter.
Do not use at all. Honestly, this is pretty nice now.
Yeah.
Little area to have a shower, little gray water tank, and we'll work on getting septic in here if you're gonna be here permanently. Personally, I think it's gonna be noisy with the trains.
Yeah, it'll work. We're easy to keep happy.
As you can see behind me, the building is starting to come down. It was fine in certain areas over the summertime, but as we get the weight of snow on the roof, it's just gonna start failing more and more. Like, the bones are good, like the main structure is good, but the damage to fix it is too much. If you look at these beams here, it's a good beam itself. It would be a shame to throw it out. So what I'd like to do is, when we knock this building down, I'm gonna save these guys, and I'd like to use them for the new office. We're gonna need a new office. We'll probably need another little shop. What we'll try and do is when we take this down, we're gonna save as much as we possibly can. Go from there.
Yeah.
Spencer is gonna have to take his stuff out of here though, but.
Yeah, everyone's gonna have to take their stuff out of here.
So there's basically two schools of thought that when we talk to investors, potential investors about this idea, it's like, yeah, we're gonna be spending a couple $100,000 to get this rail spur re-going, and we're gonna spend some money to take this shop down, but it's long run. I think it's for the best of the company. The other investors say, oh, generate the revenue, make sure your costs are covered, keep things going, which is great because we're debt free. We bring in a little extra revenue, we're covering our costs. It sets up the long run benefit. It's a long-term investment. Other investors want us to rush, put everything into that. How well has that worked out for EV companies in the past? So I don't know. I think this is a solid way to build a base and grow a company, generate revenue, and it's something that we're gonna be using as we grow.
Yeah, I think this Spur and the gravel pit are great revenue income streams that can help Edison grow. And the Spur can support the production of the trucks as they scale up.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, I love the livery on that one. This is what we're spending the money for. We're spending the money to make sure that we are stable long run. Everything we've done in this company is to make sure we're stable long run. I don't want to rush. I want to do it right. I want to make sure everyone's wages are covered, all the production is there, and the funds are there to allow us to keep doing it. I think this is a recipe for success. We'd be crazy to not use this right there.
Yeah.
That's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars per month just coming by the property. All right, so I think we've got a good plan. We've met with some engineers, we met with demolition company experts. We crafted a plan to get this building down safely and efficiently. We met with the railway guys. We are just waiting for the railway company to issue us a permit to work next to their right-of-way. And as soon as we get that permit, we got the equipment here on site. We're gonna bring in 1 or 2 more pieces, and this thing is coming down. So remember, if you like the way we do business at Edison Motors, we took something that was a potential future liability and found a way to create a revenue generating thing for the company to cover our expenses going forward while we're building trucks. It's a win-win. If you like the way we do things, remember investments are open on the website right now.
Hello there.